Okay, baby. Now, I just dropped a 10-minute review of the Aurora Teagarden franchise. Caught y'all up with some of the piping hot tea of what's happening over on Hallmark. Why don't we just get into the actual review? So I told you guys, season 1, episode 19, something new. I'm giving a 9 out of 10. Shout out to Skylar Samuels, Evan Roderick, and Mary Lou Henner, because you guys had me on the edge of my seat. And baby, this wasn't like Lacey's mystery. Like, I really like Lacey, but her and Will Kemp, I really do like them, but I've yet to make it to the end of their mysteries. The ones with Andrew Walker and Nikki DeLoach are not that good. Allison Sweeney and Dottie, yes, my Jamaican patois is kicking in. Dottie. Cameron Matherson, who betrayed Hallmark but want to come back and make another one of those mysteries, is just absolutely so crazy. And I forgot what they even call it now. I didn't even tune into that. So it's all over the place. But to me, the Aurora Teagarden franchise is still the strongest mystery that Hallmark Movies and Mysteries has on their channel. I predict that it will bring in great viewership. And from what I could see from the Hallmarky comments, people were really loving this episode. All right, so we start off the episode with finding out that young Sally is now engaged to a gentleman named Matt that she met about 7 months ago. We meet Matt's sister. We figure out that, he and Sally are madly in love. Matt is in the tech space, and he just started some big company that's supposed to make him millions. On the night of their engagement, this man named Brody shows up at their engagement party, and he threatens Matt. Matt claims he don't know Brody, but y'all know it wasn't true. Not only does he know Brody, but he was very close with Brody's father. Turns out we find out that Matt and his BFF at the time stole this big tech company idea from Brody's father. Then Brody's father mysteriously was in a car accident 3 days before he filed a lawsuit against Matt and Matt's BFF. Child, this is messy. Meanwhile, we have young Sally getting ready for her wedding. She's happy to be having a new family. Aurora is trying to cheer Sally on. But once Matt disappears after the engagement party, there was a lot of speculation about did he or did he not know Brody. Of course, young Sally believed her fiance, but I'm just going to point out she only knew him for like 7 months. This is why I don't believe in quick engagements when you don't know people. You really could be engaged with a serial killer. And you out here talking about that's your man, your man, your man. Sally, you did not know him, okay? You don't know him, boo. Anyway, so now Matt disappears. He's not picking up his phone for Sally, and he's not picking up his phone for his sister. They get Aurora on it. Aurora right now, she is a graduate student who is getting ready to put together her thesis. And baby, she's all over murder and mysteries. And she's trying to figure out how sleuthing and sleuthers, investigators, really help the police department. Enters young, cute Arthur, played by Evan Roderick. Basically, he is a young cop on the beat. He is not a detective yet, and he is trying to work his way up into the force. While Aurora's in graduate school, she's also working at a diner. She's flirting a little bit with the chef's diner, but also we can see that Arthur has a thing for Aurora as well, even though she says they're just friends. So now, when Sally's fiancé goes missing, what are we going to do? Aurora is on the track, and Arthur is right there with her, just like the first 18 episodes. Arthur don't never leave Aurora hanging. If she make that phone call, he's going to be there. Only in the first 18 episodes, he had a girlfriend, Lynn, who can't stand Aurora, and Lynn is now the chief of the Lawrencetown department, the town that they're in. So now we realize why Lynn and Aurora may have a beef, because I really do think Aurora and Arthur at some point became very romantic, and they still have a friendship because he's part of her Real Murders Club, okay? Even though he is a real detective in the first 18 episodes, he still joins that Real Murders Club. Now, In episode 19, since we're dealing with something new, the Real Murders Club has not been formed yet. So Sally turns to her BFF Aurora and says, remember that time that you could find my bag, you could find anything that was missing? Girl, you good at mysteries. You need to go in there and go solve this one and find my fiance. So off Arthur and Aurora are, and they go to Matt's apartment. Now remember, Arthur's a cop. He can't just break and enter. But y'all know Aurora's about to get right in that apartment one way or another. She does. And guess what they end up doing? They end up finding a body below the balcony, Matt's balcony, baby, right there in the bushes. And guess who it is? It's Brody. The person that Matt said he didn't know is now dead. And there's traces of blood going through Matt's apartment all the way down to that balcony. So did Brody fall or was Brody pushed by Matt? I mean, that's what the whole thing was about. I really don't want to give y'all the answer because I want y'all to tune into this mystery, but it was good. Now, things I liked and didn't like. I thought they made young Arthur too cute. Okay, I was over here winking at Evan. Okay, and I think grown-up Arthur, he's just okay, but not cute like Evan, but he's just okay. No disrespect, but you know, I got my type, and Evan right there, he's very sexy. So anyway, I thought that. Also, seeing Mary Lou also, reoccur her role, take her role on again as Aurora's mother, Ida. I thought it was very interesting that she stays the same, but the cast is entirely different. But I'm like, Mary Lou, girl, I love you so much. Play Aida, make your coins, be that good mama you are on screen, and we get to see how she really builds up her real estate business or how it starts. Once again, something new is explaining some things that the original 18 episodes did not. It's giving us some background and some foundation. It's actually giving us answers that we didn't know that we needed. Okay, Hallmark, somebody over there, Petty McNasty, really realized that we want to know more about this franchise. And baby, I think Skylar did a very good job of capturing the essence of Aurora. So she goes ahead and helps her BFF solve these murders and these mysteries. And baby, I didn't know who had done what. And we find out Matt had hired somebody to help him and his BFF, hired somebody to kill Brody's daddy, and that's why Brody had a beef. But somebody threw Brody off that balcony. Y'all gonna have to tune in to see who it was that threw Brody off the balcony. But anyway, there are 2 dead people in this episode. One is dead long time ago, and one just died recently. And what do Aurora and Arthur do? They solve these mysteries. If Arthur continues to be this way and solve these mysteries with Aurora, even though he's telling her not to get involved and put herself in danger, we now see how he becomes a detective for Lawrencetown in the future. I thought this franchise was beautifully done. Episode 19 I enjoyed. And I love that someone is filling in the pieces of the puzzle for this franchise. Guys, you need to tune in to Aurora Teagarden, episode 19, season 1, something new, because baby, there is something new. I also thought young Sally was a bit annoying. Some people complained, when did Sally become shorter than Aurora? Guys, remember, this is just a young version for them, and it's who they casted. Focus on the acting and the writing. Don't focus on the aesthetics, because they're taking us back to the beginning, and they're filling in some gaps for those of us who love this franchise. They're filling in some gaps for us, and they're getting so damn creative with it. Now, the big question of the day is, CCB, did you tune in? Because we know that Great American Family, that used to be Great American Country, they're not over there doing well. Word on the street, they just doing reruns until the Christmas season. They're saving their budget for Christmas. As if last year they didn't even top Lifetime, okay? It's a Wonderful Lifetime was doing backflips on Great American Family. So that means Hallmark is still the king and queens of Christmas, okay? So what is Wanda Lucas telling Great American Family? Can't touch us. You heard, can't touch us. Okay, y'all can't see the full dance, but they are hitting them MC Hammer style. All right, guys, tune into something new. Season 1, episode 19 of Aurora Teagarden. Megan's going to tell me what she thinks. She didn't watch the first 18 episodes of this series. She's going to let me know how she feels about just this episode because it's so worth tuning into. You guys support Hallmark Movies and Mysteries and definitely support this franchise. And I'm out like CCB who. You hate, and we out here loving and making money.